Hello and welcome to this new episode of Science Monitor, your weekly favorite show on the latest developments in the field of science and technology. I'm Aishwarya Kapoor with you. So what all is lined up for this episode? A public lecture on autism, Cassini's last phase of mission and mud crab farming. All these interesting stories coming up, but first the headlines. Autism Awareness AIMS organizes public lecture. Cassini's Saturn mission nears the end, stunning dives between the rings. After Mars, ISRO eyes Venus, gears up for Venus orbiter mission. And earning from mud farming, a special report. Probably our first tryst with autism came when Bollywood actor Shah Rukh Khan convincingly portrayed an autistic man on screen. Speaking less, not reacting, restricted social interaction, signs which parents often ignore in their children. But these could be the symptoms of autism. Autism, which develops during the period from birth to 3 years, impairs the mental growth. However, autism can be managed effectively. Towards spreading awareness about autism, AIMS New Delhi recently conducted a public lecture. Let us see this report.
Autism, a serious neurodevelopmental disorder, is not familiar to many of us. Believed to be caused by a combination of genetic and environmental factors, it is estimated that more than 10 million children in India suffer from autism. And according to an alarming study, with changing lifestyles and environmental pressures, the cases of autism are increasing in India and across the world. While April is celebrated as the month of autism, the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, organized a public lecture and panel discussion to create awareness about autism. The public lecture, conducted both in Hindi and English, was open to public and was themed Autism, from early detection to autonomy, challenges and way forward. The lecture, conducted on 26th April, included talks by expert speakers. The event saw the enthusiastic participation of the public, who were introduced to various aspects of autism. Autism is characterized by impaired social interaction, verbal and non-verbal communication, and restricted and repetitive behavior is also attributed to certain infections during pregnancy. The disorder is associated with alteration of connections of nerve cells and their synapses connect and how they organize and process information. The signs of autism are usually visible after the first 2 years of their child's life. And while the disorder cannot be completely cured, the symptoms can be effectively managed to lead a productive life.
On this occasion, the experts had a detailed discussion with our correspondent. Let's take a listen.
बेसिकली आप फर्स्ट ईयर में भी पेरेंट्स सस्पेक्ट कर सकते हैं अगर 6 महीने में बच्चा सोशल स्माइल नहीं करता, जैसे आप बच्चे को देख के स्माइल कर रहे हैं, उसके रिस्पांस में स्माइल नहीं कर रहा है, या वो अगर जो बच्चा अपने नाम से रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं कर रहा है, तो उस सिचुएशन में हमें लग सकता है 12 महीने पे बड़बड़ा नहीं रहा है, 16 महीने पे एक शब्द नहीं बोल रहा, 24 महीने में 2 शब्द विद मीनिंग नहीं बोल रहा, और या कभी भी कोई वर्ड्स उसने सीखे और शब्दावली में रिग्रेशन हो गया है, वो भूल गया है, तब हमें लगता है, या इंटरेक्ट नहीं कर रहा है लोगों से, तो हमें वो डॉक्टर को संपर्क करना चाहिए। ऑटिज्म जब एक बार है विल लास्ट अक्रॉस द लाइफ स्पैन। जो परेशानी, इश्यूज, चैलेंजेस एट ईच फेज ऑफ लाइफ विल चेंज, बट they will be there. So we have to just ensure कि भैया जितना है कि हम डिटेक्ट करें, उनको इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन देके स्कूल में डालें, मेन स्ट्रीम करें. अगर मेन करिकुलम में कर सकते हैं तो ठीक है, नहीं तो ओपन स्कूल से करें, नहीं तो वोकेशनल ट्रेनिंग करके करें. अल्टीमेटली दे शुड बी प्रोडक्टिव सिटीजन्स ऑफ सोसाइटी, ताकि वो अपनी क्षमता से अपने पैरों पे खड़े रहें एंड सब लोग उनको रिस्पेक्टफुली देखें. उनका पूरा राइट है एज एनी अदर सिटीजन ऑफ आवर कंट्री.
फर्स्ट थिंग इज एक्सेप्ट दैट द चाइल्ड इज ऑटिज्म. इसका मतलब नहीं कि आप कुछ नहीं करेंगे, आप उसको सिखाएंगे, जो भी करना है आप करेंगे, बट पहले एक्सेप्ट कीजिए कि यस माय चाइल्ड इज ऑटिज्म, और इसके बाद हम जो भी करना है करेंगे. दैट एक्सेप्टेंस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, जो ऑटिज्म में नहीं रहता है. इसीलिए ऑटिस्टिक बच्चे को बहुत मार पड़ता है, डांट पड़ता है, क्योंकि पेरेंट्स सोचते हैं ये सब कुछ समझता है, ज़बरदस्ती शैतानी कर रहा है. इट्स नॉट दैट, इट इज़ ऑटिज्म. तो वो मानना इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. और यदि हम एक बार मान ले और उसको सिखाना शुरू करें, इट्स अमेजिंग कितना ऑटिस्टिक बच्चे सीख सकता है. दे कैन रियली लर्न अ लॉट.
Moving on to some other news, it has been a long and hard journey for Cassini. The spacecraft launched in 1997 to gather information about Saturn that reached the planet in 2004. Since then, Cassini has gathered a wealth of information about Saturn, including the possibility of a subsurface life in one of the icy moons of Saturn. Now, Cassini has entered the last phase of its mission.
Saturn, the distant planet with rings, as mystifying and fascinating as the red planet Mars. And one mission that aims to untangle the mysteries surrounding the ringed planet, NASA's Cassini. Since its launch, the space probe has been collecting crucial information about Saturn and its moons, including the evidence of a subsurface ocean within Saturn's moon, Dione. It has been 13 years now, and as Cassini is about to run out of fuel, the space probe is preparing for its final act. In the grand final act, Cassini will dive between the inner edges of Saturn's majestic rings. The space between the rings of Saturn is a completely unexplored territory till date. And as Cassini slowly runs out of life, it will fly through this uncharted territory 22 times.
We have some incredible science that will come back during Cassini's grand finale orbits. It includes gravity measurements of the planet itself, revealing the interior of Saturn and the depths of Saturn's winds. Then we have the magnetic field measurements. Perhaps that will give us the length of Saturn's day and help us understand how the field is generated inside the planet. We'll get the mass of the rings for the first time, as well as a direct measurement of their composition. Incredible pictures of the rings and looking at the North Polar hexagon. Direct measurements of the particles and the radiation belt in this region. A whole host of unique science in the grand finale.
According to NASA researchers, the first dive in this series took place successfully. In this daring act, Cassini will offer researchers an unprecedented view of Saturn and is expected to collect crucial data that could answer important questions about Saturn's interior, its mysterious storms, the age of its rings, and the length of its day. Cassini is an unmanned spacecraft launched 20 years ago in 1997, collaboratively by NASA, the European Space Agency, and the Italian Space Agency. The 22-foot-tall spacecraft began orbiting Saturn in 2004. Cassini has even dropped a European probe on Saturn's moon, Titan, and revealed its surface of methane liquid seas, including a complex system of methane rain and runoff. It has also discovered that Saturn's moon Enceladus conceals a subsurface salty ocean beneath its crust and may be able to support living microbes, and has observed storms, lightning and clouds around Saturn for the first time. Following the 22 dives between the rings of Saturn, Cassini is programmed to make a depth plunge into Saturn's surface on September 15th and will vaporize in a matter of minutes.
Following its much acclaimed Mars mission, ISRO is now eyeing Venus. Towards this end, scientists have been asked for their suggestions. Under the mission, an orbiter will be sent to Venus, which will unravel the mysteries of Venus.
After the much acclaimed Mangalyaan mission that has decoded many mysteries of Mars, ISRO gears up again. Yes, following the red planet, ISRO is all set to explore the yellow planet, Venus, with a spacecraft that will initially go around Venus in an elliptical orbit before getting closer. While the formal mission is planned towards 2020, ISRO has issued the announcement of opportunity and has invited scientists to suggest studies for the potential orbiter mission to Venus. The call invites scientists to submit a project report for the mission, which has to be assessed and approved by ISRO's Advisory Committee on Space Sciences, the Space Commission, and by the government. The scientific community has been given a month's time to suggest space-based studies by May 19th. According to ISRO experts, the spacecraft will carry a set of instruments weighing 175 kgs and use 500 watt of power. Venus, our closest planetary neighbor, is similar to Earth in many aspects and described as Earth's twin sister in terms of size, mass and density, and gravity. Believed to be around 4.5 billion years old, it is hoped that the mission will fill the gaps in our basic understanding about surface features, processes, and the super-rotation of the Venusian atmosphere.
And time here for a short break. More interesting news on the other side. Stay tuned. Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Science Monitor. Let us now have a look at some important science and technology activities happening in India and abroad in our segment Science Express.
In an attempt to detect ultra-high energy cosmic particles from beyond the galaxy as they penetrate the Earth's atmosphere, NASA has launched Super Pressure Balloon from Wanaka, New Zealand. The pressure balloon is the size of a stadium and planned for a 100-day journey of data collection. The monitoring equipments on the balloon will collect data from 34 kilometers above the Earth. In an astonishing new discovery, scientists have discovered what may be the world's oldest fungus. The fossil of the fungus appears like tangled threads and have been discovered from rocks 2.4 billion years in South Africa. According to experts, the fungus must have evolved from under the deep sea and must have colonized cavities of rock deep beneath the seafloor. The Shuanghe Caves in Huizhou province of China has just been named the 10th longest cave in the world. The caves have been explored by a team of Chinese and French explorers led by Jean Bottazzi. According to the explorers, the expedition has put the total length of the Shuanghe Caves at 200.427 kilometers, and the team has discovered 46 connecting mini caves. in an inspiring act of service. Indian origin Dr. Raj Punjabi, who recently won the $1 million, has declared to use the prize money to train healthcare workers around the world and save 30 million lives by 2030. Dr. Raj Punjabi made the announcement at the International TED Conference in Vancouver, Canada. He is an instructor in medicine and Department of Global Health and Social Medicine affiliate at Harvard Medical School and is known for founding Last Mile Health to expand access to health services for those living in Liberia's most remote regions. The fossils of mastodon and large, chipped stones uncovered during an excavation in San Diego has spurned up a surprise. Based on these evidences, experts have constructed the story that humans reached the Americas 130,000 years ago. According to the theory, humans arrived at the coastline of what is now South California 130,000 years ago. This is 1 lakh years before when it is believed that humans reached America. According to the team, the humans could have been either Homo erectus, Neanderthals, maybe Homo sapiens. But more analysis is required to prove the theory.
Many novel techniques and plans are emerging in the field of agriculture, techniques which are profitable and less expensive. But have you ever heard about mud crab farming? That is the farming of crabs. Let us see this report.
Along with fishes, crabs form one of the relished seafood delicacies around the world. Crabs are in high demand in global market, and crab farming is a unique opportunity to boost the income of fishermen and hence the economy. Among the many varieties of crabs, mud crabs or mangrove crabs forms an economically important species with huge demand in international markets. Leveraging this unique opportunity is the UNDP GEF Sindhu Durg project. The project is focused on improving the livelihood of traditional fishermen by providing affordable seeds and training in mud crab farming, along with conservation of mangrove fauna and flora. Under this technology, the local fishermen are trained in eco-friendly mangrove crab rearing technology and provided with crab seeds and high-density polythene nets at subsidized rates.
अलग अलग एरियाज़ में मैंग्रोव एरियाज़ में वो अपना क्रैब कल्चर कर सकते हैं। 8 महीने का उसका पीरियड है, कल्चर पीरियड, और उसके बाद उनको उसमें से अच्छा एक उत्पन्न का साधन उससे निर्माण हो रहा है। तो इस हिसाब से फिर अभी प्रोजेक्ट के अंडर यहाँ पे 3 तालुका में 15 अलग अलग एरियाज़ में क्रैब कल्चर के यूनिट्स चल रहे हैं और ये सक्सेसफुल होता हुआ दिख रहा है। फर्स्ट फेज़ में थोड़े से चैलेंजेस थे, सेकंड फेज़ में उस पर ओवरकम किया गया और अब थर्ड फेज़ चल रहा है ये प्रोग्राम का, तो इसमें अच्छे रिटर्न्स लोगों को मिल रहे हैं।
The project, with an overall funding of ₹15 million by UNDP GEF, is being implemented by the Mangrove Cell, Maharashtra State Forest Department, with participation of the Marine Products Export Development Authority, Rajiv Gandhi Center for Aquaculture, and Network for Fish Quality Management and Sustainable Fishing. Mud crabs of mangrove crabs are found in estuaries and mangroves and are known for their high flesh content, rapid growth rates, and high tolerance to both nitrate and ammonia, which are often the limiting factors on closed aquaculture system.
हम एक इधर 10 लोग मिला के जो साइसा वाली बचत गट करके हमने एक ग्रुप बनाए। इधर हम क्रैफ्ट प्रोजेक्ट कर दे। क्रैफ्ट प्रोजेक्ट करने से पहले हमने साइट सिलेक्शन किया था। उसके हम पूरा जो जाली दिख रहे हैं, पूरा एक जो ग्राउट्स पेन है, नर्सरी पेन है, ये हमारा टोटल 2.5 एकड़ का एरिया में हमने टोटल एक हाफ आधा एकड़ के 5 पेन बनाए हैं। हमने अभी हम 1 एकड़ टोटल 2.5 एकड़ के एरिया में हमने जो लगभग एक 7,500 छोटा केकड़ा का खेती कर रहे हैं पूरा इसमें।
The Sindhu Durg technology encourages rearing mud crabs in their natural mangrove environment, hence requiring minimum investment and sustaining mangrove ecology. The project has been implemented in 2 phases in the 3 taluks of Sindhu Durg, Maharashtra, namely Deogar, Malwan and Vengurla. The total area under mangrove crab farming is estimated to be 28.5 acres spread over 15 villages. The project has resulted in the formation of self-help groups and has also resulted in improved livelihoods. The venture is one of its kind and may prove to be the first step towards organized aquaculture of mud crabs in India, where presently fishermen only practice crab fattening owing to weak supply of crab seeds.
That is all for today, but we'll be back next week on the very latest developments in the field of science and technology. Bye for now. Thanks for your time.